Under the light. Under the under the light. Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are for match number 16, and it's going to be Ajman taking on Sharjah. And we're just about a couple of minutes away from the start of play. We'll go straight out to the center where we have Mudassar Ali with the two captains for the all important toss.
Under the lights here at Sharjah Cricket Stadium, we're all set for match number 16. It's Sharjah, they'll be taking on Ajman. The captains are next to me. So is our match referee, Mr. Iftikhar Ali. Vritya will flip the coin and Adnan will call. Tail is the call and tail it is. Adnan, what's the plan and why?
We like to bat first. Previous game, we bowled first and we found it like batting first is much easier actually.
Going has been really good for Ajman in this tournament. What are the changes are you going to make coming into this game?
Junaid is back. That's a big win for us because he really is destructive in the first power play, and if he plays 4-5 overs, he changes the game. That's what we'll hope for today.
Any area you want to correct compared to the previous game?
Yeah, no, just more disciplined bowling. We didn't bowl really well, so we'd like to correct that.
Now you're bowling first, right? You're batting first. So what kind of total do you think is defendable?
Somewhere around 120, 120 plus. That's a good total.
All the best and give us a good game.
Thank you.
Pritya, your thoughts on bowling first?
I mean, to be honest, we were looking to bowl first because it's a bit of dew today. There's not much wind, so hopefully that goes in our favor.
Couple of wins, couple of losses so far in this tournament. What's the plan coming into this game?
I think us as Sharjah, we always have a slow start to any tournament, so I think we're kind of used to it. We're confident that in the business end we'll all step up and hopefully win the cup again.
Now you're bowling first, so under the lights, what kind of total do you think is achievable?
I think below 100, 110 is always good in this format. You don't want to take it to 120, but whatever the score on the board, I think we have enough firepower to go and chase it.
Rightly said. And finally, the team news.
We've got one change. Nafis is out and Atta is in, though he played last game. There's one more change.
Check that on the sheet. Well done and all the best.
Thank you. Thank you.
The news from the sideline is that Ajman captain Adnanul Mulk, he has won the toss and they have decided to bat first.
Well, so there we have it. The news from the center is that Ajman have won the toss and they've elected to bat first. And this is the playing 11. Team Ajman right at the top once again. The second game for today. Adnanul Mulk right at the top once again. The captain along with Junaid Shamsuddin. Good to have him back in the playing 11. He missed out in the previous game. Salman Shahid looked extremely good in that game earlier on. Shahrukh Amin, Mozam Hayat, again two prolific left-hand batters. Lovepreet Singh, one of the technically correct batters. Rahil Ali, who looked really solid earlier on. And Aryaman Sharma with a brilliant spell of bowling earlier. And Bazil Asim, Sabir Ali and Zishan Nasir makes the playing 11 for Team Ajman. And for Team Sharjah, right at the top, Khalid Shah, the captain, along with Ritya Aravind, two very big names in UAE international cricket. Right there, Rais Ahmed, another brilliant right-handed batter. Mohammad Halan Mohammad, Sanjay Pahal, once again another very good batter. Atta Mangal, Keshav Sharma, Ayan Khan, Irfan Yusufzai, the speedster. And good to see Wasim Akram back in the thick of things. A brilliant left-arm fast bowler, along with Ibrahim Masood, the youngster, who is a very good leg spinner. So that is the playing 11 for both teams. Well, we're just about a couple of minutes away from the start of play. And certainly promises us to be an exciting encounter. Both teams will look to getting the better of it, and it remains to be seen how they go about. Team Ajman and Sharjah, both top teams here in the UAE domestic circuit. And certainly gonna be a very good game. Well, it does look like the two batters, one is Junaid Shamsu and Adnanul Mulk, the two opening batters for Team Ajman. Two very hard-hitting batters. Ajman just coming out of a loss. They were completely outplayed in the previous game, and now is the time to set things right. Well, joining me here in the combox after a well-deserved break is my co-commentator and good friend Rizwanur Rahman, who joins me. Rizwan, welcome back, my friend.
Thank you very much, Atik. This is expected to be a wonderful contest between these two sides. Two sides absolutely magnificent. They've been brilliant. Yes, they did lose the previous encounter, Ajman, but they have that ability and capability to bounce back into the game. And for Team Sharjah, they've asked to bowl first. Adnan ul Mulk, after winning the toss, opting to bat first. We've seen a different approach today. There's no due factor as such that we could see. And that could be the reason why they've opted to bat first. Junaid Shamshu has been in brilliant form. 3 player of the match medallions to his name. And he will definitely be the man with a mission, a batter with the X factor. And it will all depend upon this batter who can get his team to a respectable total.
Well, missed out the previous game there, Junaid Shamsuddin. Good to see him back in the thick of things. Looking nice and lean, Junaid Shamsuddin, having lost some weight as well. Along its way, looking extremely fit. So a very interesting game in our hands. They need a good start here. Mind you, Sharjah have some serious players amongst their ranks. The likes of Rithya Aravind, Khalid Shah, Mohammad Alan, to name a few. And it's going to be Wasim Akram with the new ball. Well, how often we've said that over the years. Here we go. Nicely bowled just around that 4th, 5th stump line. Watchfully played there by Adnan ul Mulk. Gets off the mark straight away. Now, this is going to be an exciting contest, I'll tell you. Left-arm fast bowler who can bring the ball back into the right-hander, along with a batter like Junaid Shamsuddin, who usually likes to clear that front foot and then smash it through that offside. Is going to be a very, very interesting contest between the two.
Always up for it. Wasim Akram takes that challenge head on, making some changes to the field. Let's just have a look at the field here for Junaid Shamshu. They've got long leg and deep square leg outside the 30-yard circle. They might look for those quicker bumpers. Good delivery, first up. Right channel, right line, right length, everything right about the delivery. And this is what you've got to do. Consistently bowl at the right channels and you will get that purchase off the surface.
Yeah, feet not moving anywhere there on that occasion. Junaid Shamshu, just look at that. Feet planted deep inside and playing across the line, certainly flirting with danger there on that occasion, Junaid Shamsuddin. Well, you just need to take a couple of balls, have a sighter, get a feeling of the pace of the pitch. Well, that's one of Junaid Shamsuddin's weaknesses when the ball's been bowled around that hip length, cramming him for space, because he always liked to get that room to free his arms. So, Wasim Akram has so far been on target from ball 1.
He heavily relies on the hand-eye coordination, Atik. You made a very valid point that his foot is anchored to the ground. There's really no feet movement from Junaid Shamshu. He tends to get a bit caught up in a very awkward position when he's trying to execute those shots, especially towards the onside region. And I think he believes in muscling the ball rather than timing it. He believes in that see ball, hit ball concept.
And he's bowled him. That was a magnificent delivery there by Wasim Akram. Certainly a left-armer's dream there. Pitching around that leg stump and a bit of inward movement and smashing onto that leg stump. What a ball that was. The ball of the night for me. Brilliant start for Team Sharjah.
Absolutely magnificent. Well, he was caught in two minds, and in the process, he just shuffled a bit Adnan ul Mulk, and in the process, he's thrown away his wicket. He departs after scoring 1 of 2 as Ajman lose the wicket number 1, 2 for 1.
Batter, Shah Rukh come in at number 3. Well, he had a bit of batting practice earlier on. Played some lusty blows right there towards the end of the innings. Now he's got a chance to rebuild on that. Play a long innings, play a big one. Get Ajman off to a good start. Wasim Akram looking extremely good. He's been one bowler who's been extremely consistent over the years. One of the best left-arm seamers going around here in the UAE. Oh, beats that outside edge. Beautifully bowled. A bit of hint of movement away from the left-hander there. Wasim Akram enticing the left-hander to come forward. And in the process, making that outside edge come into play.
Would love to have a slip in place for Shah Rukh. I mean, given the angle that his bowling is getting that away moment, Wasim Akram, would love to have a slip in place. So far, it has been a beautiful over. Just given away 2 runs, picked up a wicket as well, Wasim Akram.
Well, in the air, chance just short of the fielder, mid-off. Shah Rukh Amin would have had his heart in his mouth, but a magnificent over. A brilliant start for Team Sharjah. 2 for 1 at the end of the first over.
Irfan Yusufzai has been introduced into the attack from the Bukhatir end. Hails from Swabi, Pakistan. Has been training alongside international players, known as a sidearm specialist in the UAE. He can crank up the pace, can click close to 140, 145 quite comfortably, but he will have a role to play against Junaid Shamshu. Good delivery. Straight to the fielder. Was caught up in a very awkward position once again, Junaid Shamsu.
Yeah, Irfan Yusufzai, one of the quickest going around. Like you say, he's been an integral part of the young talent coming through in the UAE as well, as far as the coaching aspect is concerned. Sidearm specialist, somebody who can certainly generate some very good pace. But this one was in the slot. It was short. And Junaid Shamsuddin says thank you very much as he feeds himself for a maximum over mid-wicket. Well, that's the first one for him for the day.
He's a great puller of the ball. It was in his slot. Just waited for it and gets the connection absolutely right. That will certainly give him a lot of confidence for Junaid Shamsu. He's been brilliant with the bat.
Well, you can't afford to bowl short at this man. He's extremely strong. You've got to keep it around that good length. Once again, I think dodged a bullet there, Irfan. I think it's a bit too short, the length that he's bowling at, for my liking, for Junaid Shamsuddin.
Well, you can afford to bowl him short, Atik. This is what I've noticed. But you've got to be in that fourth and fifth stump channel. Anything between middle and leg, he will punish you. This delivery, it was similar to the previous one, only the line was different. It was aiming towards that fifth stump channel. So, because Junaid Shamshu is one such batter who's quite strong towards the onside.
Yeah, well, it certainly does. But also, I've noticed, along with it, that sometimes he does struggle to get going, especially when the ball's bowled at his body, when he's cramped for space as well. Look at that, throwing his arms out, not timing it there on that occasion, Junaid Shamsuddin.
This is exactly where he's got to be. We've seen two deliveries on the trot where he's consistently bowled in those areas, and the result has been in his favor. Yes, he's been hit for a maximum, but it's a very good comeback from Irfan Yusufzai.
He's come back quite well. 2 dot balls after being hit for a 6. Ajman on the other end. They will certainly hope that Junaid Shamsuddin can once again fire today. 3 Man of the Match awards in this Emirates D10. Certainly a big prize on his wicket. And I'm sure Team Sharjah will be quite wary of that fact. The damages that Junaid Shamsuddin can certainly do. Slightly overdoing the bouncer there, Irfan Yusufzai. The likes of Khalid Shah, Rithya Aravind become absolutely crucial tonight in the run chase. Ajman 9 for 1 after 1.4 overs. He's got 2 more balls there, Irfan. Can he finish it off well? Well, we are now closer to 10 p.m. here in Dubai, in Sharjah. So temperatures have begun to drop. Chilly conditions out there. Oh, that's a good looking shot. Very nicely played. Had enough bat, had enough connection, and all he had to do was get it over the circle, and he's got full value for shots.
Again, it's to do with the length of the delivery. It was in his slot, full length, easy pickings for Junaid Shamsu. You've got to keep that back of length to Junaid Shamsu. Otherwise, anything in his hitting arc, we know, Atik, how destructive he could be.
He's a brilliant hitter of the cricket ball. We have to give him that. Well, just like that. Makes it so easy, isn't it? The moment you bowl full to him, you are going to pay a very heavy price. Irfan Yusufzai proving to be expensive in his first over. And that's the replay.
There was a half volley again. Well, there are no half measures. I tell you what, you'll have to blame yourself for it. You're just missing the length completely. 2 overs gone, 17 for 1. It is actually. Over 17 for 1. In comes Ayan Afzal Khan, another stylish left arm orthodox. Has been brilliant through in and throughout of the D series in the previously concluded one. Now he's got a responsibility on his shoulders. They haven't taken the floating power play. A good delivery. That's exactly what we were talking about. Shayad, the sums from Irfan Yusufzai will fetch them extra runs. Atta will clear it up. And in fact, they managed to scamper through for 3 runs. Ayan Afzal Khan is absolutely disappointed.
Well, he's furious, isn't he? Just look at that. Where could have just been 1 run, extra 2 runs have been gifted. Ajman 20 for 1 now. And yes, going back to our discussion, Rizwan, you're absolutely spot on there. But it all comes down to finally the fact whether how well you time the ball on the surface. We've witnessed over the years, Rizwan, even in international cricket, that this particular surface, this outfield, this venue has a lot of value for good shots. Oh, nicely bowled there. Stayed low.
It stayed low and it's gone between the legs. A good delivery, Ayan Afzal Khan, and good bit of work from Ritya Arvind as well. He's trying to hoik it towards the onside. I tell you what, he's got to be careful, but he's controlled his length. That has been brilliant from Ayan Afzal Khan.
He seems like a man with that magic ball in his hand, isn't it, when he's got the cricket ball, and Khan. He's got very good control. Flights it through, bowls the quicker one across as well. And that's the signs of a very, very good bowler who's got good maturity on his heads. Once again, Junaid trying too hard to hit the ball. Sometimes when the ball's not coming to you, you just got to just work it around you and then pick the balls that you can certainly go after.
And he bats as well, Ayan Afzal Khan. He was furious when he gave away those 3 runs. Look at that on your screens. 3 dot deliveries on the trot. Up against Shahrukh Amin. Walks down the surface. He'll just be a single. He'll be happy with the approach. Give away 5 runs. 3 overs gone. Ajman 22 for 1. Do you think...
It's Keshav Sharma who's coming into bowl, so looks like it's going to be a test of spin, and he's bowled him, has he? No, he's not. That's a poor shot selection there by Shahrukh. I mean, I'm not sure exactly what he was thinking. A fuller ball pitched around right near his foot, trying a reverse hit. Well, that's certainly flirting with danger.
Oh, absolutely. He's got to be careful. He's trying that reverse switch hit. This time walks down the surface. Very intelligent of Keshav Sharma. He did try to move away from Shahrukh Amin, but Shahrukh Amin picks up a boundary here.
Yes, he managed to get right to the pitch of the ball. That was the secret there. And the moment he's found the gap, that was going to go away to the boundary for 4. So that would give Shahrukh Amin some confidence as well. He's gone to 8 of 6. But the current run rate, not very threatening, just below 8 runs and over. But once again, just hoiking that in the leg side, and still Shah Rukh Amin has managed to find a boundary.
Yeah, it's good to see Shah Rukh Khan getting into his elements. The idea is right. Try to get as much as possible. Not very convincing in the approach, but it had enough to find the fence, and that is what matters the most. Keshav Sharma straight away under pressure.
Well, he's gone for 9 runs of the first 4 balls here, Keshav. Well, this has been skied. Has he got all of it? He has got all of it. That's great shot there by Shah Rukh Amin. He got the middle of the bat and he's deposited that into the stands.
You got to blame yourself for it, Keshav Sharma. It was in the slot provided. Another full length delivery, easy pickings for Shah Rukh. And he makes full use of it for a biggie.
I think he tried the googly there, Keshav. Trying the back of the hand flipper. Completely going wrong. Made it an easy on the slot ball there for Shah Rukh Amin. He picked it up early. And then it was all about execution from there onwards. Ajman 36 for 1. Now this over has slightly changed the tide, with Ajman having some momentum going now into their innings. 14 runs have come off the first 4 balls here for Keshav. Can see the thinking cap on. Well, I think this is a bit of a gamble here by the captain, Khalid Shah, by bringing in a left-arm spinner to someone of the likes of Shah Rukh Amin with the ball turning into the left-hander, and it can be within the hitting arc. All he has got to do is target that shorter boundary towards the leg side. Quicker one this time. Quick single been taken. And I hope he's all right. Oh, I think was he hit by the ball?
I think he seems to be all right. Maybe a magic spray might be needed. Dr. Kiran will be in action. Shy at the stumps. It has hit his shoulder. That was nasty. Dr. Kiran on duty. Just to make sure there's no inflammation as such. Maybe a quick painkiller, I think, some magic spray or something of that sort.
Well, do these magic sprays really work? Do you find instant relief? I'd like to hear your thoughts there.
Well, I definitely think so because it's used at the international stage and it does give you that instant relief. It may not give you a permanent relief, but it will certainly give you that instant relief that you are okay for at least next 30, 40 odd minutes. And then obviously you'll have to go through your scans and ensure that you are okay, just to make sure you don't have any fracture or anything of that sort.
Well, I've just been also on the receiving end of a nasty injury a couple of weeks back, getting hit while being on the non-striker's end. Had to carry the pain through for a long time.
Stop lying. You were trying that ram shot. I do remember that.
Well, I've got video proof, my friend. Well, that's nicely played on the offside. And that's not the best of efforts. That's Irfan Yusufzai completely making a mess of that. And in the process gives a boundary.
Four overs gone. 41 for 1. Ibrahim Masood into action up against Shahrukh Amin. I like the intent, walking down the surface, looking for two, and a rocket throw from Ayan Afzal Khan.
Well, now they've managed to get some momentum into their innings, Ajman. They're going at above 10 runs and over, thanks to that last over, which went for 19 runs, not helping the cause of Sharjah. Both batters, Junaid Shamsuddin and Shahrukh Amin, they're going at almost a strike rate of 200. They'll need this partnership to flourish. That was a poor delivery. Ibrahim Masood. Well, we've always entrusted the belief to him that he's somebody who's had a lot of control with his line and length. But the last couple of days, he's just been slightly off colour, hasn't he?
That was a long hop on offer. You can't afford to give that to Junaid Shamsu. Towels are on, then that goes without saying. There's dew there on the ground, which will make it difficult for the bowlers. Oh, good connection. The sound said it all. That's a maximum. Another drag down from Ibrahim Masood, and Junaid Shamsu gets into it.
Well, once again, Ibrahim Masood has not learnt his lesson. Dropping that shot again. Easy pickings for a batter of the caliber of Junaid Shamsu. That's hit the roof of the Sharjah Stadium. In the process, brings the 50 up for Ajman. 52 for 1 now of 4.3 overs. Junaid Shamsuddin going nicely. For 1. Oh, that's a good delivery. Fuck. Good comeback here by Ibrahim Masood. 30 of 16 balls. Shahrukh come in on 20 of 10. Oh, there's a chance for Ritya Aravind. Well, you needed a Mahendra Singh Dhoni there, isn't it? With that full stretch of the arm onto the gloves, that could have been extremely close.
Did it ricochet off his pads? Yes, it did. Yes, it did. And it was too far for Ritya to fetch it. Another dot delivery.
Well, that's a big one. That's gone a long way. That's landed on the road. What a hit that was by Junaid Shamsuddin. Another expensive over. 17 runs have come off this over. At the halfway stage, Ajman now in a comfortable position. It's 58 for 1. 58 for 1 after 5 overs. At the halfway stage, this has now suddenly changed the momentum of the game. The last 2 overs, 37 runs have come in. So that's some serious acceleration here by Team Ajman.
The ball has disappeared. A new ball in place now. Sanjay Pahl has been given the task. They would still not mind it, I think, given the current run rate that they're going at 11.6 runs and over. And I tell you what, guaranteed they will come out with all guns blazing with the due factor. Definitely will favor the batters. Now Sanjay Pahal will have to use all his experience to get this big man Junaid Shamsu out. Spread out field for Junaid Shamsu and Shahrukh Amin as well. Shahrukh Amin has been brilliant. 20 of 10 striking at 200. And Junaid keeping him company as well with 36 of 18 deliveries. Umpire GB Alex and Imran Munir. It's been a long day for the match officials. Khalid Shah on your screen. They're just having a look at this one more time. That was out of the park. Ibrahim Masood was taken to the cleaners, to say the least. 17 runs scored of it.
Well, very unlike himself, to be honest. Ibrahim Masood. He was absolutely unplayable in the last season. He was one of those young talents, the young guns coming through the system, who was making a serious name for himself.
Well, I fully echo with you on that, Atik, but my only concern is again it's a shortest format. I mean, I wouldn't rate a bowler given the kind of format they are actually playing on and the kind of surface as well. It's a belter of a track. I would still back the youngsters. We've seen a lot of youngsters doing well. And Ibrahim Masood is definitely a class act. It's just about polishing these youngsters. A lot of training, a lot of support required from the coaching staff. And I tell you what, UAE does have that wonderful support. Trying to go towards the onside on that occasion, Shahrukh Amin.
Yes, you're absolutely right there, Rizwan. This format is absolutely unforgiving for the bowlers when every batter is looking to advance and smash you out of the park. Well, that is over the third man fielder. I think it's going to be interesting to see if the umpire's given it a no ball. But in fact, he's just given a boundary. So perhaps it was just dipping at the last minute. And all he had to do was get a thick outside edge and the ball was going to fly past the fielder's head.
Yes, tricky, but they will certainly accept it. Hitting the outside edge of the bat. Sanjay Pahal will have to be careful. He's pulled two good deliveries, mixed it up really well. This is high up in the air. Fielder backpedaling. Will it find the fence? No, it does not. Irfan Yusufzai does well to rein it in. Just a couple of runs added to the tally.
Yeah, that was very lucky there for Shahrukh. I mean, that could have actually gone anywhere. Lucky for him, he managed to get it quite fine. 64 now on the board. Run rate above 11 and a quarter. Oh, outside edge, outside edge. Umpire says he's gone. Umpire GB Alex has absolutely no doubt whatsoever. It's Shahrukh Amin after a good cameo has to walk back to the dugout.
Well, he didn't even wait for the umpire. He started walking straight away. He knew there was an outside edge, and Ritya Arvind makes absolutely no mistake. As Shahrukh Amin, the batter in form, departs after scoring 26 of 15 as Ajman lose wicket number 2 here for 64.
64 for 2. Good to see Rahil been promoted up the order. We saw those terrific shots earlier on in the day, and that's enough for the captain to trust him to send him up. Gets off the mark straight away. A single to end the over. A very good over here by Sanjay Pahal, applying the brakes after giving away 37 runs of 2 overs their team Sharjah. Sanjay Pahal has begun to come in and apply some brakes. It's 65 for 2 at the end of 6.
Yan Afzal Khan brought back into the attack, gave away just 5 runs in the previous over up against Rahil, who's another brilliant batter. A polite inquiry from Ayan Afzal Khan, umpire Imran Munir absolutely not interested. Looking rock solid in the com box, just arriving fresh from Saudi Arabia, is my co-commentator Mudassir Ali. Welcome back.
Thank you, Rizwan. It has been a wonderful outing. Calling the game in WCF. He's a champion bowler, called as a Wonder Boy here in UAE. He was just 16 when he made his T20I debut, Ayan Afzal Khan. And also, on the same day, I made my debut in the international commentary, calling the game between UAE and Bangladesh.
2 debutants at the right time, and they're serving their respective teams and respective broadcasting corporations as well. We've seen both of them growing in their respective careers.
I still remember that day clearly. We both were nervous. He was playing his first game and it was my first stint at international level. Using the feet, not a proper connection, and a good catch taken in the deep. Afzal Khan strikes for the first time in this game, pulling his length back, drop in pace, beautifully bowled.
Well, nothing wrong with the approach from Rahil Ali. He was brilliant in the previous match and trying to continue, but he was up against a quality spinner, Ayan Afzal Khan, as Rahil departs after scoring 2 of 3, and Ajman lose another wicket here. 67 for 3. Mozam Hayat, stylist, elegant left arm batter, walks out to the centre. Still missing the services of Aftab, who was brilliant. He was a match winner the other day. Mozam Hayat does pack a punch. Well, it's been Junaid Shamsu throughout the tournament, 37 of 20 deliveries. But he's been cautious against Ayan Afzal Khan, which we can understand. You may not want to throw your wicket because he's a clever operator. Always smiles, Ayan Afzal Khan. Wonder boy. Keeping it away from the batter Junaid Shamsho and trying to have a shy at the stumps. 7 done and dusted, 69 for 3. There would have been clear communication from Khalid Shah in Pashto to Irfan Yusufzai. He hails from Swabi in Pakistan. It was expensive in the previous over, but he's got to keep it simple, Mudassir. Just has to be towards the off-stump channel. It's okay if he can bowl those short off-length deliveries, but it's the line which matters the most.
Rightly said, Rizwan, especially against someone like Junaid Shamshu. And he's on strike. Variations will be key in this over. Final 3 overs, Shamsu on strike, a low full toss. Losing those quick wickets, a huge responsibility on the shoulders of Junaid Shamshu. They missed his service in the first game early in the day where they lost their game. But now Junaid Shamshu back in the side, yet again showing his class with the bat. But previous night got player of the match award because of his bowling brilliance.
Yeah, picked up 4 wickets and contributed with 22 odd runs. Complete all-round performance from Junaid Shamsu. But now it's about accelerating. You need to get into that sports mode. Shift your gaze now. Moazzam Ahad will have to come to the party. Another good delivery, full length. That's exactly where he's got to be. Just make sure he keeps it low. Anything above his knee roll, Junaid Shamsu will punish you.
Having good tournament now, regular with the Ajman side, Junaid Shamshu. Worked really hard on his fitness. Lost few kilos. Couple of deliveries, couple of runs so far.
Full toss. And I think that's been the template given by Khalid Shah to Irfan Yusufzai. We know he cranks up the pace. He's considered as a sidearm specialist in the UAE domestic circuit. Trains with the Afghanistan team. He was part of the Afghanistan team when they played the tri-series here in UAE.
Trying to bowl those Yorkers. Slight error, but not able to take advantage on the previous occasion. Junaid Shamshu losing his grip and control. Gone for 15 in his first over. Irfan, good comeback so far.
Trying to ramp it. Clever piece of bowling from Irfan Yusufzai. Slowed down the things here for team Ajman. There were 69 in the previous over, just 2 runs off it so far, 2 dot deliveries.
A precious back-to-back dot deliveries by Irfan Yusufzai. Just not able to go after Yusufzai in this over. Junaid Shamshu has been kept calm so far.
Straight to the fielder, shot third, Wasim Akram does well. This is an exceptional over. And those words of wisdom coming from the skipper Khalid Shah in his mother tongue or the regional language, doing wonders for Irfan Yusufzai.
We need to get some Sri Lanka in the comment box as well to do the wonders with our co-commentator Atik Nizam. Where is he? We are missing Atik in the comment box. An energetic fellow in the comment box, Atik. Making room inside edge. He strikes. He created that pressure by bowling back to back dot deliveries. Then got better of Junaid Shamshu. What a comeback by Irfan.
Consistency at its best. Another Yorker, and it's got the big man, Irfan Yusufzai. Brilliant delivery. As Ajman lose another wicket, Junaid Shamshu departs after scoring 39 of 26. 71 for 4. Muazzam Hayat goes straight. He knew the fielder was inside the circle. Using the floating power play, Team Ajman cashes in straight away.
Stylish. Mozam getting better of Sanjay. Slight error coming into Mozam. Beautifully managed. Just waited and dispatched over that mid-off fielder, clearing his front leg. What a shot. A good start to the over.
Trying to get towards the fine leg region. The ball, will it find the fence? Yes, it does. No matter how they come, as long as the runs are coming, that is what is of utmost importance for Team Ajman at the moment.
Both plays for same club in domestic circuit, Mozam and Sanjay Pahal. Not a proper connection, but he will take those 4 runs. So back-to-back boundaries in this over. They have lost Junaid Shamshu, but Mozam Hayat getting those valuable runs. Played 5 games so far in this tournament, won 3, lost 2 games. Ajman pull nicely. A mixture of a young and experienced side, Sharjah led by Khalid Shah. Marshalling his troops quite well. And also he has got that support from Vritya Arvind and Ayan Afzal Khan.
Lovepreet Singh Bajwa walks in at number 6 with a role to play here up against quality bowler Sanjay Pahal. Has got sweeper cover and wide is deep third outside the 30-yard circle. Some changes yet again made to the field. Yeah, moves a bit squarish. Atar Rahman cuts away, looked elegant when he was executing that wonderful effort in the field from Atta. He's been brilliant throughout the tournament.
Living up to the expectations of Khalid Shah in the deep. What an effort, saving couple of runs. And beautifully managed by Lovepreet Singh Bajwa, but putting the dive, saving runs, Atar Rahman. Very quick off the block full length dive, commitment up to the mark.
Shy at the stumps, but they managed to scamper through for a single here. Lovepreet Singh Bajwa, 83 on board. They managed to pull things back in control. It was those 2 overs which were expensive, one from Keshav Sharma and one from Ibrahim Masood, but they managed to pull things back and control the bowlers of Team Sharjah. Full toss. Just can get the connection right. That'll bring us to the end of the over. 9 gone, 84 for 4.
Final over. Champion bowler Wasim Akram with the ball. Width offered, but there is a protection at backward deep point. Great pick up and throw, but lightning quick. Mozam Hayat and Lovepreet Singh Bajwa. What a comeback by Sharjah, especially that over from Irfan Yusuf Zai, where he kept things tight, got better of Junaid Shamshu. At one stage, they were looking good to go beyond 110, but now struggling to even touch that 3-figure mark. Wayward fumble by Vritya Arvind, sharing the dugout and playing alongside some legends of the game. Wasim Akram looked completely different bowler, especially in the death overs. He knows exactly where to bowl and how to bowl. Was he part of a ILT20 franchisee team?
Yeah, he was. In fact, he was appreciated by Turbinator, is what we call him, Harbhajan Singh. He was asked a question in an interview, if I remember it correctly, and they said he was quite impressive of Wasim Akram, Ayan Afzal Khan, and there were some good words said by Harbhajan Singh.
Pulled. Very busy are the youngsters of Sharjah. Ataur Rahman very busy patrolling the boundary area. Young and quick. And also doing an excellent job in the com box is our fellow co-commentator Atiq Nizam. Played away from the body, also keeping it away from the fielder towards extra cover. Charging in, no, what a throw. Not a proper collection from Wasim Akram, helping Lovepreet Singh Bajwa and Mozam Hayat to get one more run for that side.
He just did not collect it cleanly, Wasim Akram, on that occasion. Yeah, Atiq Nizam, brilliant. He's been in and out. He just could not give us time because of his work commitments. He's been busy, man. Oh, this is a good hit. This is a clean hit. We'll have to wait and see if it's traveled the distance. And yes, it has traveled the distance.
Proper cricketing shots. Waited and dispatched. Launch straight over the bowler. No chance for the long off fielder. Excellent shot. A much needed maximum.
Good looking shot from Mozam Hayat. It's pure timing. Another good hit, but has it connected well? It will sail over the boundary fence for a 4.
100 comes up for Ajman. Coming to the party at the right time. Mozam Hayat standing deep in the crease, trying to bowl a Yorker. Slight error. What a pickup shot towards that leg side. Couple of bounces for 4 runs. Plenty of runs in that final over of this innings from Wasim Akram. 17 runs so far. Change of pace. Beaten. Running hard. Taking a single. So the final ball gets them a single here. Ajman managing 102 for the loss of 4 in their allotted 10 overs.
Yeah, good finish for Team Ajman. Those 2 overs from Keshav Sharma and Ibrahim Masood getting those desired runs. But Sharjah will be mighty pleased with the effort put in. They've managed to pull things back in control, restricting them to 102 runs. Junaid Shamsu, yet again, 39 of 26. Shahrukh Amin contributing 26 of 15. And Muazzam Hayat picking up 26 of 11 runs, 11 deliveries, 4 extras to the tally, propelling them to 102. One for 19 for Wasim Akram. Irfan Yusufzai was expensive in the first over, came back very strongly. 1 for 17. The pick of the bowlers by far has been Ayan Afzal Khan, 1 for 9, and none for 19 for Keshav Sharma was expensive. Ibrahim Masood giving away 17 runs, and Sanjay Pahal picking up 1 for 20.
Winning the toss and opting to bat first, Adnan al-Mulk. A brave call. They did not had an ideal start, losing the captain. The first over, then came the man in form, Junaid Shamsu. Got those runs in his own style, and hard-hitting batter got that support from the other end. It was the Shahrukh Amin, who was very cautious at the start of his innings, but then launched a couple of maximums and couple of boundaries. And at this stage, they were looking good to go beyond 110, 120. The leg break bowler, Ibrahim, went for plenty of runs. Shahrukh Amin got lucky, getting a couple of boundaries against Ayan Afzal Khan as well. Then came that 7th over from Irfan Yusufzai, where he got better off Junaid Shamsu. But thanks to Mozam Hayat, who stood tall, who got better off Wasim Akram in the final over. Couple of lusty blows, couple of boundaries, and taking the team beyond 100 run mark. So Ajman batting first. They posted 102. And it's time to dive into a short break. Once we are back, it will be run chase for Sharjah.
Welcome back. Here we are for the run chase of the Sharjah innings. So batting first Ajman. This is what transpired, posting 102 for 4 in their 10 overs. Well, thanks to that brilliant batting effort, Junaid Shamsu, 39 of 26, Shahrukh Amin, 26 of 15. And then that late onslaught by Muzam Hayat, 26 of 11 balls. Interested just to push that score beyond that 100-run mark. Well, they've got the runs on the board now, Ajman. Question is, will that be enough? Only time will tell. This is the bowling scorecard. A wicket apiece for Wasim Akram, Irfan Yusufzai, Ayan Khan and Sanjay Pahal. Well, they've all been quite expensive, apart from Ayan Khan, who's been very, very economical. 1 for 9 of his 2 overs with an economy rate of 4.5. Pick of the bowlers tonight. And now Sharjah have their word cut out. They've got to go hard at it. They've got some very good players amongst their ranks, in their ranks. The likes of their captain Khalid Shah, who's there right now on your screen. Khalid Shah. Very good left-hand batter. One of the hardest hitters of the cricket ball. UAE capped. I believe it's going to be Sabir who will be... No, in fact, it's not Sabir. I believe it's Zishan. Zishan Nasir, who will be opening the proceedings with the ball. So 103 runs required for victory at an economy rate of 10.3 runs and over. A required rate of 10.3 runs and over, I beg your pardon. Sure, Sharjah, if they are off to a rollicking start, they'll look to finish it off as early as possible. First ball, bowled outside off, played down towards deep point for a single. So it's Ritya Aravind and Khalid Shah, the 2 opening batters. Ritya getting off the mark straight away. Ritya Aravind, mind you, is one of UAE's top players who play for UAE. Both these cricketers, they've got an immense amount of experience behind them. And when they get going, I'll tell you, this game can be over within 5 to 6 overs. That's how much of power these two back. Well, Khalid Shah is not ready to waste any time. What a start to his innings. Very first ball he's faced. He's advanced down the pitch and he smashed it out of the park. That is Khalid Shah for you. Look at that. Making some room. And then advancing down the pitch, and that's landed into the stands. What a stroke there by Khalid Shah. Magnificent start to the innings. Sharjah have hit the ground running. It's 7 for no loss. Zishan Nasir under pressure. Oh, very, very close there. Khalid making some room. Good Yorker there, but somehow manages to squeeze it out. Well, exactly what the doctor ordered here for Sharjah. They've got the start, momentum in their side. Well, this is going to be a very interesting run chase, I'll tell you. This game can be decided in the next 3-4 overs if these two are out there. Look at that. Look at that for a stroke. Shot of the day today at the Sharjah Cricket Stadium. And it's come off the bat of the classy Ritya Aravind. Magnificent batting, and look at that, beautiful. Oh, that was a Virat Kohli-like square drive. What a start to his innings. Ritya Aravind, well, he's got going now. First boundary for him. Zishan Nasir under tremendous pressure. Oh, chance and straight down the throat of third man. It's Sabir Ali who does not drop too many. A good delivery there by Zishan Nasir, bowling a back of a length. Zishan, in fact, Ritya Arabin trying to ramp it. And that was caught at short third. Big breakthrough here. It's a massive wicket. Ritya Arabin back in the dugout. He's gone for 5. It's 12 for 1. Mohammad Halan at number 3. Well, early breakthrough here for Team Ajman. What a wicket that was. Zishan Nasir changing the length. Just getting caught at short third. Last ball of the over. A dot ball to end it. A successful over there for Ajman. 12 for 1. So it's Sabir is coming to open from the other end, and this has been skied. Where has this gone? This has gone a long way up in the air, but it also has the distance as well as the elevation. And what a brilliant shot there by Khalid Shah. To welcome my co-commentator as well into the com box, Rizwanur Rahman. Rizwan, what a start.
I was hit with some brute force by Khalid Shah. He joined us in the commentary box and he had a clear plan tonight to go all guns blazing, and that's a maximum. Great bit of work by the cameraman. And if he gets going, as you rightly mentioned, he can finish off things quickly.
Well, he's hit hard. That's absolutely travelled at the rate of knots towards the square leg boundary. Khalid Shah is in a terrific mood tonight. What a shot that was.
Everything right. Just didn't quite time it, but that swing of the blade fetching him that boundary. 17 of 4. Is utilizing the power play to perfection. Was a bit disappointed after the departure of Ritya Arvind. Mohammad Halan, another destructive batter. They've got plenty of batting team, Sharjah.
Well, Khalid Shah, when we spoke to him earlier here in the combox today, Rizwan, he did make it very clear with regards to what his approach is going to be. He did speak about how he felt that he sometimes did fall over the ball. It looks like now he's come with a very clear game plan, and so far it's coming off brilliantly for him. He's on 17 of 4 now. What a start. There we go. That's where he slightly struggles, isn't it, when it's around that fourth stump line,
He
cramming
was
into space.
trying to muscle that on that occasion, rightly mentioned by you. Anything between middle and leg, he fancies, he peppers the onside boundary.
"22 for 1. Sharjah off to a flying start here. Oh, that's a beautiful looking shot. Beautifully played once again. Opening the face of the bat. And just guided it down towards the deep point region. A couple of runs added to the tally. Well, he's looking good out there, isn't he, Rizwan?
Oh, absolutely classical execution. He knew the fielders were placed inside the circle. The idea was right to go towards the backward point region. Chips it, just didn't have enough legs to travel as it was a slower delivery from Sabir Ali.
Oh, nicely done there by the wicketkeeper. A slower bouncer into the pitch there by Sabir. Khalid Shah completely been beaten for some pace, been taken off the ball. He was through the shot early. And the wicketkeeper, well, he did brilliantly to get to that.
Yeah, Muazzam Hayat, quite impressive, doing the glove work for team Ajman. Off to a flyer, team Sharjah in pursuit of 103.
Required run rate below 10 runs now. Better delivery this time. Keeping it nice and tight, Sabir Ali. Not bowling to the strength of Khalid Shah, who's looking extremely good out there. 2 overs done, it's 24 for 1.
Junaid Shamshu into the attack. Picked up 4 wickets yesterday. Has been given a role once again. He's the go-to man for Team Ajman, and every time he's been given that responsibility by Adnan ul Mulk, I tell you what, he's delivered.
Well, what a player to have in your team, isn't it? A proper all-rounder. A brilliant hitter of the cricket ball, and then always the captain relies on him to pick up the wicket for you as well. Mr. Reliable for Team Ajman here, Mr. Junaid Shamsuddin. So Khalid Shah now on strike. Gonna be very interesting how he bowls to him. Ooh, missed out there. Khalid Shah will be very disappointed that he didn't get some bat on that occasion.
Yeah, it's a slower delivery from Junaid Shamshu, mixes it up really well. The back of hander, watch out for it. And that's the reason he's been in the wickets column. You don't offer pace on that surface. It's not easy for you to penetrate Junaid Shamshu He waited for it. And fielder has put it down. Zishan Nasir of all the lot, one of the finest catchers in the team of Ajman, and has grasped a wonderful opportunity.
Well, is that the game that's been custody of Ajman? He's dropped a big fish. A big wicket of Khalid Shah. As we all know, who can take the game away from you within a span of a few minutes. Chance going down. He's already now 20 of 10 balls. He'll certainly breathe a sigh of relief. Oh, that's close. That's very close. Umpire Imran Munir is a very experienced umpire. Well, he feels that just struck him outside the line of the off stump.
You're absolutely spot on. For me, it was the impact which was outside the off stump. A very good decision by Imran Munir. He was pleading there. But I tell you what, Junaid Shamshu, it was definitely outside the off stump.
Yeah, he's a very experienced umpire, isn't he? Umpire Imran Munir, one of the best going around here in the UAE. One of the ICC panel umpires. Good delivery this time. Junaid Shamsuddin, he's been brilliant. It's been a very economical start. He's just given away 2 runs of the first 5 balls. Exactly what the doctor ordered here. Now, sometimes these kinds of situations in a game, Rizwan, is what can certainly break the momentum, isn't it? When you had Khalid Shah come and start with those 2 sixes, and then after that suddenly runs beginning to dry up. A couple of tight overs like this can be quite tough. Well, this one coming down the pitch there, Halan, a single down towards the sweeper cover. He will keep strike. 3 overs done, 27 for 1. Alright, it's 10 minutes past 11 p.m. here in Dubai, in Sharjah. Temperatures beginning to plummet. This is the 4th game of the day. Match number 16 underway. So far, we've not had any shot of action. Well, what a stroke! What a stroke that was! Well, it was 6 the moment it left the bat, and that's the power of Mohammad Halan.
He loves pace on offer, and Basil Asim providing that pace. It was a drag down, easy pickings for Mohammad Halan, and with that extra bit of pace, he's cashed on the opportunity. Yeah, this is what experience is all about. We've seen Junaid Shamshu, those coming up with those cutters, those slow ones, and Basil Asim still relatively, probably about 17, 18 years of age, will definitely learn over a period of time. Mohammad Halan is a destructive batter.
Yeah, that was a terrific hit. Waiting for the ball, pulling it in front. Nicely bowled there. Very beautifully bowled there by Basil Asim. A slower ball this time, exactly as you said, Rizwan. Nicely spotted, my friend.
That's the name of the game, isn't it, Atik? It's the off-pace deliveries which will fetch you the wickets. Immediately into action was Basil Asim after being hit for a maximum. The slower back-of-hand delivery resulting in a dot ball.
Well, he's got to mix it up, isn't it? Another slower ball. Another missed time there. Just a single down towards long on. Well, this pitch certainly becomes that much harder to bat on, isn't it? Especially when the pace is taken off, where you've got to generate all the power yourself. That is when it becomes very tough, especially under lights and in this temperatures where it's certainly around the 16-17 degree mark. and there will be a lot of dew out there in the middle as well. So they've got to try and keep the ball as dry as possible. And then with those slower balls in action, it can be quite tough to get away with.
Another good hit from Khalid Shah, and it will find the fence. One bounce away, she goes into the fence. He's looking rock solid out at the center. You made a very valid point, Atik. It's those variations that you've got to bring to the table, and you need to muscle the ball when it is extremely slow.
Yes, absolutely. And that's exactly what Khalid Shah did. He was brilliant with his head position there at the point of impact. Oh, has that gone all the way? It's very tough to see. Umpires are just waiting for a confirmation. And there we go. There's the confirmation. It's a boundary being given. So Khalid Shah. Well, he's got going once again. 24 of 11 for him now. Oh, playing it a bit too early. There we go. Once again, the pace of the ball certainly doing the trick here.
Absolutely. 11 runs scored already, still going at a decent pace. The batters of Sharjah, the required run rate just over 10.5. And with the wickets in hand, they can definitely fancy to chase this total down. 65 required of 37 deliveries. And in a T10 game, it's quite possible. Good delivery. We'll have to wait for the umpire's call well within the tram line. That will bring us to the end of the over number 4, 38 for 1.
$38 for 1 after 4 overs. Khalid Shah going through nicely. 24 of 13. And Junaid Shamsu will bowl out here. Think it's the right decision. Slower ball. Nicely picked up there by Mohammad Halan. He picked the slower ball. The secret there was he got to the pitch of it and hit it past over the bowler's head for a boundary.
Well, he's got all the shots in the book. Technically sound batter. When he can muscle it as and when required, and he can time it whenever he wants. Junaid Shamsu on the back foot after being hit for a boundary of the first delivery. Be interesting to see what would be his plan. Much better. That was a quicker one. That was a quicker one from Junaid Shamsu.
Yeah, that skidded off the pitch, wasn't it? Mohammad Halan. Well, he'll need to make sure that he does not do anything rash here because they've got plenty of time remaining. And Khalid Shah is still out there in the middle. He's just got to focus on trying giving more strike to Khalid Shah. He's been deprived of the strike of late. That's again another slower ball. So that is what's certainly been asking the questions from the batters.
What do you have to do, Atik, when you're having those slow balls? And in my opinion, you'll have to wait for the delivery to arrive at you. Because you're used to those paces between 120 to 130. You've seen batters trying to play a bit too early. For bowlers like Junaid Shamsho, who mixes it up, you'll just have to watch for his release and just play accordingly. Another slower delivery will be cut off by Zishan Nasir. There was an opportunity that was put down. It was the price scalp of Khalid Shah.
Well, just as you say, Rizwan, what I feel that you should do as a batter is you've got to treat a bowler who bowls many slower balls on a regular basis more like a spinner. And you anticipate the quicker ball as a surprise ball. So once you do that, then you'll have your mind set to expect the slower balls to come in, and then you just have that much of time to get under it and give that extra split second for you to get in line with the ball.
Some words of wisdom from Atik Nizam. So whoever wants some batting techniques and tips, please contact him. Well, you said it absolutely right, Atik. I fully echo to what you said. It's all about it's about the game awareness. It's about how you channel yourself, be spot on, switched on, and try to be within the game. Another slower delivery. Yeah, apart from that boundary, he's done exceptionally well to close out the over. 5 overs gone, 44 for 1.
Signal coming from GBLX. They have opted for batting power play. Junaid Shamshu. What a spell. Wicketless but very economical. Still 59 needed, though they have lost just 1 wicket. Junaid Shamshu kept things tight. 44 for the loss of 1. Zishan Nasir has been brought back into the attack to bowl this all-important power play over. 44 for the loss of 1. Halan and Khalid trying to stitch a partnership. Makes room in the air. Sails over the fielder, over the boundary line, into the stands. What a start to the over. 50 comes up for Sharjah. Another huge blow from the blade of Captain Khalid Shah.
Khamat the hour, Khamat the man, they say. For Sharjah, it's the captain, Khalid Shah, who was dropped very early on by Zishan Nasir in the innings. Is certainly now proving to be the Achilles heel here for Team Ajman. I'm sure there will be a lot of discussions behind closed doors after the game is over, if in case Sharjah get over the line. Well, flat batted back past the bowler's head. 1 bounce into the boundary rope. Well, it's the same man who dropped him earlier is now paying a very heavy price.
This is what happens when you drop someone of the caliber of Khalid Shah. Standing deep into the crease, making room, go straight over the bowler. So maximum followed by a boundary. 10 they have got in couple of deliveries. That required run rate coming down to 10.5. 9 wickets in hand. This game is evenly balanced. All they need is couple of wickets, especially the big wicket of Khalid Shah.
Under pressure now, Zishan. Oh, toe end of the bat. Well, his bat speed is so fast, Mudassar. All he has to do is maybe even get a minute part of the bat, and that ball's gonna travel to the boundary.
A width offered in his own style, getting those runs. Thick outside edge. Rightly mentioned the previous over. You're talking about the variations and how the batter needs to attack, change of pace bowlers. But in this over, Zishan Nasir clearly he's missing the trick. Offering the pace to Khalid is not a good idea. And looking at that field setup, there's a deep extra cover and deep square leg. Instead of deep extra cover, if you're bowling outside the off stump, bowling back off length, you need to have backward deep point. 6-4-4 change of pace. This is much better. It was a bit fuller. Made room, keeping it away from the reach of Khalid. Good comeback by Zishan.
Well, once again, you see, that's a very, very good idea what Zishan Nasir did. When you do recognize the talent and the skills that a batter like Khalid Shah possesses, that wide Yorker, which is sometimes, it can be a very potent weapon in a bowler's armory. And the fact that nowadays these youngsters have got to try and bowl that more often than not, isn't it? Because that becomes so much of a delivery that is harder to get over with.
Clever piece of batting. Half stop. Ball rolling towards the fence. Chased by the fielder. Couple of more runs, and still I don't understand why are you having a fielder towards deep square leg when you want to bowl towards that off stump channel. Get deep square leg inside 30-yard circle. Push that short third towards the deep third, or even you can have a point fielder at backward point.
Absolutely spot on there, Mudassir. That is something that you can perhaps do, and then try and encourage perhaps Khalid Shah to do something unconventional, and that might induce a wicket as well. But this has turned out to be an expensive over. Last ball of Zishan's spell. Or outside edge, outside edge. Well, this is what we've just been talking about here in the commentary box. Another cheeky edge, and if that fielder was in the deep, that would have just been a single. Zishan Nasir has been taken to the cleaners. 1 for 32 of his 2 overs. Sharjah cruising 64 for 1 at the end of the 6th.
The golden arm got wickets early in the day for Ajman. Swinging Harlan, a maximum. Welcomes young lad Aryaman with a maximum. Providing that support to Khalid is young Muhammad Harlan.
Well, that's again, it was in his slot. Ball not spinning through. Going with the arm. Muhammad Halan picking it up early. A great connection on that occasion there by Muhammad Halan. He's now moved on to 20 of 13 balls. Sharjah getting closer and closer to that finish line. Well, once again, Ajman, they only have themselves to blame, isn't it, with that drop chance early on, and then with the drop chance early on, and also with the fact that the field placements have not been spot on as far as I'm concerned.
And also you just cannot rely on one play to win games for your side. Lots of expectations, huge responsibility on the shoulders of Junaid Shamshu, and they negotiated Junaid Shamshu quite well, especially Halan and Khalid Shah, not throwing the wicket, though only they could manage just 9 in his quota of 2 overs, but now targeting other bowlers. They came out with clear plan and executing those plans quite well, Khalid and Muhammad Halan. On a driving seat, Sharjah, the first ball going for a maximum. 39 comes down to 33. Beauty of a track provided by the curator, doing a wonderful job keeping in mind it's a shorter format. The belter of a track and entertainment for all of us.
Well, we've had plenty of runs throughout the day. This is game number 16 of the tournament. Fourth one for the day today. Still, the pitch is certainly seeming extremely true. I see ball there, just guided down towards long off for a single. And now, this becomes a very interesting battle. Aryaman Sharma being a leg spinner, bowling to Khalid Shah, bowling into his arc, shorter side of the boundary to the left. To the right, in fact. But he has that wrong one that can go straight. So Khalid Shah's got to be careful here. There we go. That was a straighter one.
A forward defense jumping out of his crease, change in plan by Khalid. Good comeback by Aryaman, pulling his length back. Good to see someone like Muhammad Halan. He has been regularly promoted up the order by Sharjah side in D series and he responded quite well with the bat. This is the advantage you have when you get a boundary on the very first ball of the over. You are in control. Fielding let them down so far. As said by Atiq Nizam, Khalid was dropped early in his innings by the fast bowler Zishan Nasir. On 46 of 22 balls, Khalid.
Well, he's launched it. He's absolutely launched this out of the park. What a way to bring up the half century, Khalid Shah. Take a bow, you champ. He's been in scintillating form tonight.
Boom, boom, Khalid Shah. What a knock. After he lost his partner, Vritya, he has taken that responsibility to get those remaining runs. What a strike, Atiq. Some power generated. Coming under the ball, goes straight over the ball. Straight over the bowler. In fact, a well-deserved half century. He enjoyed that shot and rightly applauded by his partner, Muhammad Halan.
Well, as an individual, he's an absolute gem, isn't he, Khalid Shah? Very down to earth, very friendly. But on the field, he certainly is like a lion. He's not ready to bow away from a challenge. And earlier, when we did have a chat with him here in the combox today, Mudassir, he did accept the fact that he was struggling a lot with his technique, to say the least, in the recent games, where he felt, because in the recently concluded series in Saudi, he felt that the pitch was quite uneven and there was some uneven bounce. So that started playing in the mind of him when he also came out to bat here in Sharjah. So he was quite wary of the fact that his head was either falling over or his head was right behind, thereby him losing that momentum into the shot. And I think he's done that and he's made that adjustment brilliantly today.
Not only Khalid, but brilliantly said by my fellow co-commentator Atiq Nizam. Rightly said, Atiq, and he struggled to get runs in Saudi Arabia. Thick outside edge. Thought of a single, no chance. The last 2 overs, They got 35 runs, 7 gone, 79 for the loss of 1.
All right, we're into the last 3 overs now. 79 on the board. Mohammad Halan advances down the pitch. And in fact, just a bounce down towards mid wicket for a single. Well, as usual, getting a bit excited there with that stroke there, Mudassir.
We all thought it might get sail over the fielder in the deep. Charging down the ground, all they could manage is just a single. But the good news is Khalid, he is back on strike. It's always pleasing to the eyes, the way he gets runs, Khalid Shah. 52 of just 24 balls. Change of pace, stand and delivered. But straight into the hands of Junaid Shamshu. What an effort from Shamshu. It was falling in front of Junaid Shamshu, not a proper connection from Khalid this time.
Well, yes, he got the toe end of the bat there, Khalid Shah, but look at that for a take in the deep. Junaid Shamsuddin, what can he not do? He can bat, he can bowl, and he can take some blinders just like that. Khalid Shah, after an enterprising 52 of 25, and after putting his team into a commanding position, departs. Sharjah lose their third, it's 80. Lose their second, I beg your pardon, it's 80 for 2. Two. Well, that's a misfield there. New batter Sanjay Pahal walking in at number 4. Well, now Ajman have a slight opening of the door. The question is, can they manage to creep inside?
Slight opening, but in comes like a rock, like a mountain, Sanjay Pahal, who's known for hitting those big hits. But Basil so far keeping things tight. Young Basil Asim, variations. Back off hand, beautifully bowled, but wide has been called.
Yeah, execution going there slightly wrong for Basil Asim. The plan was right, the idea was right behind it. But had he managed to get that closer to the wicket, that would have been more tougher to get away with. And mind you, every run counts at this stage. Required rate board below 8 runs and over. Thanks to that brilliance by Khalid Shah. Just 20 required of 2.3 overs. Slower ball this time again. And hit hard. And he's found the gap. Well, that's some timing for you. And that is Sanjay Pahal for you. What a stroke.
And look at that power. Just stand and deliver those strong forearms, strong wrist. We all thought it might be just a single, but no chance for the fielder at the deep extra cover. So 4 balls bowled so far in this over. Inching closer to the target of 103 is Sharjah. Goes toward that leg side. It's back-to-back boundaries. No, what an effort from Shahrukh Amin. Pouncing like a cheetah, saving few runs for his side. Brilliant.
Well, you certainly saved a couple of runs. And as we mentioned, every run is like the weight of gold at this stage. Look at that for an effort. Brilliant stuff. Well, that's commitment for you. That can certainly lift the morale of the entire team. And this is what we've known Shahrukh Amin for. He's one player who'd certainly give his 100% on the field every single time. Now, just above a runner ball required. 14 of 13 balls. Beautifully bowled. Nicely bowled there by Basil Asim. To end his spell, 2 overs, 1 for 21, 8 done. 90 for 2. 13 more runs required for victory. Bro, give my... All right, so Rahil been entrusted to bowl the penultimate over. Well, we've heard very often that usually the penultimate over is a very crucial over. Rahil, do you think, Mudassar, this is the right call, especially bringing in a new bowler at a crucial juncture of the game?
Not left with many options. Adnanul Mulk. The likes of Junaid Shamshu completed his quota of 2 overs. So it's the case of Zishan Nasir. So now he's relying on his part-timer, Rahil. Can he get better of Sanjay Pahal? Oh, what a strike. Good effort coming by Sharma in the deep. So plenty of action going around the world, not only here in Sharjah, but the big event, T20 World Cup, just a few weeks away. It's India and Sri Lanka who will be hosting the upcoming T20 World Cup. Tell us about the preparation back home in Sri Lanka, Atiq.
Well, it's in full swing, I'll tell you. Heard that just today, the famous SSC grounds, the Singhali Sports Club, which I've played a lot of cricket myself, have just been prepared floodlights for the first time in history. And it's a momentous occasion where today it was Sana Jayasuriya and Dasun Shanaka opening that ceremony today. And it was a magnificent effect. So World Cup preparations certainly ongoing extremely well.
Inside out, showing his class. Mohammad Halan getting those runs. Goes down on one knee and those quick hands using his wrist. 4 runs.
Well, that's a killer blow, I believe. Is that the final nail in the coffin for Team Ajman? That was easy pickings for a batter of the caliber of Muhammad Halan, who's been set and batting beautifully. Now, 1 hit away from victory is Ajman. I beg your pardon, is Sharjah. 99 for 2. Can he finish it off? Well, does not time it enough, though. Just a single. He will keep strike there, Mohammad Halan, for the last over. 3 more runs required for victory. The 100 comes up 100 for 2. So here we go. 3 more runs required for victory. Sabir Alam coming into bowl, and that's going to be a wide. So now, just 2 runs required.
Not having a good day. Ajman, they have already lost first encounter today. And now they just lost that control. That is why it's always important to take catches. You drop someone like Khalid Shah and he punished you, getting valuable 54 runs to his name Khalid. Pulled nicely. The scores are level with that single. And also good news for associate nations. UAE, Oman and Nepal will be in action this upcoming T20 World Cup, where UAE will play all their matches in India, wherein for Oman, they will be busy in Sri Lanka. They have already travelled to Sri Lanka on the 22nd of this month for early preparation, where in UAE, they are having their preparation camp going on here in UAE. They faced Ireland tonight. Inside out, Pahal finished the business with 1 bounce, 4 runs. A thumping victory, a commanding victory, built on the back of Khalid Shah and the partnership with Muhammad Halan. Sharjah won this game by 8 wickets in hand.
Well, once again, reiterating their position in the standings of this Emirates D10 2026. Sharjah, well, it's been a convincing and a comprehensive victory. And, well, they certainly are sending a serious message to the rest of the teams in the tournament. Still plenty of cricket remaining. It is a round-robin stage where each teams will play each other twice. They'll have 10 games to cope up with. And right now, Sharjah is in the right path in pursuit of that spot for the Final 4. They've been absolutely magnificent. It's been a comprehensive victory. But all thanks to the captain, Khalid Shah, right at the top. He was absolutely in his brutal best that we've known him to be over the years. Suddenly just striking with a little bit of low form in recent times. But today he showed us all what he truly is capable of. But truly a magnificent performance. Spare a thought for Ajman. They did bat well towards the latter part, but just not good enough for this confident outfit, the Sharjah team.
The home side getting better of their neighbours. Ajman not having a good day here at Sharjah Cricket Stadium. What a comeback by Sharjah. Played 5 games, now have 3 wins and 2 losses. Ritya Arvind, he departed early, but Khalid and Mohammad Halan stitched an important partnership for the second wicket. Khalid 52 of just 25. Halan remained unbeaten on 30 and quick 17 of just 8 from Pahel. Couple of extras. Yet again, discipline in their bowling. When we talk about Ajman bowlers, Sharjah winning this game by 8 wickets in hand. And it took just 9.2 overs for them to go beyond that 102. Zishan Nasir, yet again very expensive, though he has got a wicket under his belt. Basil Asim, the young fast bowler, couple of overs, 22, a wicket to his name as well. Junaid Shamshu, very economical but wicketless. That did not help the cause of Ajman's side. After posting a mammoth total, they were not able to defend that 102 against Sharjah. Under the lights, it was the Khalid and Ritya Arvind who came out to get those runs. So Khalid started off the proceedings with a maximum in his own style. Some class shown by Ritya before he fell to the fast bowler. Good catch taken at short third by the fielder. After that, it was one-man show. Khalid Shah taking on the bowlers of Ajman. And also that support from Mohammad Halan. What a knock by little right-hand batter.
Well, he was very, very brutal, wasn't he, Khalid Shah? Along with Mohammad Halan, perfectly matching Khalid Shah's style of play. He was more in control, not throwing away the wickets. But Khalid Shah, well, he was on a zone of his own. Some glorious strokes there by Halan. And that was the dismissal of Khalid Shah. And thereafter, Sanjay Pahar coming and doing the finishing touches along with Mohammad Halan. And that was the final killer blow. They were in red hot form today, Sharjah. And finally, another couple of points added to their tally. Well, this is the match summary. Ajman batting first, posting 102 for 4 in their 10 overs. Thanks to a very good knock right at the top, Junaid Shamsuddin and Mozam Hayat with that late flurry of boundaries, along with Shahrukh Amin. But a wicket apiece for Ayan Irfan and Wasim Akram in response. Sharjah chasing it down, winning by 8 wickets thanks to that brilliance by the captain. Khalid Shah at the top, 52 of 25, with Mohammad Halan remaining not out, 30 of 20, and then Sanjay Pahal finishing it off on 17 for 8. 8-wicket victory here for Sharjah, and that certainly would give them a world of confidence going forward in the tournament. Well, that's about it, done and dusted here at the Sharjah International Cricket Stadium. But do not go far away, because we have, just after the break, Rizwanur Rahman will be with the post-match presentation for the Man of the Match ceremony. Stay tuned.
Welcome to the post-match presentation of the match played between Ajman and Sharjah on the ongoing Emirates D10 2026 edition. Well, there were runs on offer. 102 is what Ajman managed to score, and Sharjah chased it down quite comfortably. Well, it's time to honour the player of the match, and it will be awarded by our match referee, Mr. Iftikhar Ali, and it goes to none other than the Shah of UAE, Khalid Shah. Khalid Shah scoring 52 of 25 deliveries. Played exceptionally well today. Khalid, congratulations. Always good to have multiple match winners for you. You've done it today.
Absolutely, it was a great wicket to bat on, and we knew for the fact that they have scored few runs lesser in looking at the wicket and the condition. So I'm very happy to be able to finish it off for the team.
What was the plan to get rid of Junaid Shamsu, who's absolutely in a phenomenal form?
Well, Junaid Shamsu, we all know is a very good batsman, and he's been doing well not only in this event but throughout the years of the D series. Been doing well. The plan was simple. I was very much confident about my bowlers and my spinners and fast ball, both of them. I knew for the fact that if they bowl the right line and length and the channel, we'll get them through, and that's exactly what we did.
Well, we thoroughly enjoyed, and thank you for entertaining us.
Pleasure. Thank you.
Well, that is the player of the match, Khalid Shah. That's all we have from the post-match presentation. Good night and God bless.